Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the 48th coffee stream on the Blind Press YouTube channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's say hi to the people who have come to chat so far. Hello, Gunfox. Hello, Cracked. Hello, Jacob Novo. And hello to anyone else who is here but has not said hello yet. We've got some interesting news to cover today. And I also want to tell you guys about the interesting thing that happened. We have, so I don't remember if you guys remember me talking to you guys about the safety plan that they require for my son. Hi, Nico. Your cats are holding you hostage, huh? So they wanted a safety plan for Alex, like I told you guys last week. And in order to have a safety plan, they need what's called an individual education plan. So we got the individual education plan, and it said that he is assaultive. Yes, safety plan. They need mine and Pincalo's written permission to take him by the hand and bring him to like timeout or yeah. Oh yeah, you were at work, Gunfox. So my kid is in junior kindergarten, and he's been pulling crap that he pulled like last year at home, like attention getting tactics. Like he would go like throw himself on the floor and hit his head on the floor, not hard, but hit his head on the floor just to get attention. Or, he's 4, so if you ask him to do things, he's not going to do them. So, but in order to, yes, that safety plan was real there, Jacob. You were not hallucinating. So, in order to have this safety plan in place, which is basically for him being allowed to take him physically and put him in timeout, because I guess people have been suing the schools so much for just trying to discipline that this is what happens. And in order to have a written safety plan in place, the Board of Education requires what's called an individual education plan. And I had one because I'm blind. And a lot of like learning disabled or physically disabled people have these things. So in his IEP that Pincalo and I were looking at, it says that he's like injurious, and the way they spelled injurious was they spelled it with 2 I's. IINJURIOUS. Injurious. Great, now I'm going to have to deal with that stuff when my nephew turns 4. Yay, I say sarcastically, yeah. So, and it says that he breaks things and like I had a meeting with them last week, and they didn't say anything about him breaking things. They didn't say anything about him being quote unquote assaultive. And then we get his report card, and it's glowing. Okay, it's glowing. It's like he's a wonderful addition to the classroom. He's adjusting to kindergarten very well. We are taking steps to, keep modeling good behavior for him and blah, blah, like all this stuff. So I go to the school this morning and I'm like, okay, what is with this? Like, because if you look at the IEP and you look at the progress report, it is literally 2 different children. And they tell me, oh, for the junior kindergarten and kindergarten progress reports, we're only allowed to talk about what they're doing, like their strengths and what they're doing positively. And I'm like, wait, I'm sitting there going, okay. So literally, they are not allowed in the progress reports to talk about any negative behavior. Let me say that again. They are not allowed in progress reports for at least for kindergartners. I don't know about other grades because he's not there yet. They are not allowed to put negative things in the progress report. My brain is broken a little bit. The parents have been so ridiculous. Triple face palms, says Gunfox. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. They're not allowed to put negative behavior or negative problems in the progress report. So it's like it like seriously, are parents that my child would never, that they will literally come down on the school with the schools just trying to impart what's going on to the parents? You're only allowed to put happy things in the progress report. That defeats the purpose of a progress report, says Nico. Yeah, I tend to agree with you on that one. I really do. It doesn't make much sense to me. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna, when I go pick him up today, I'm gonna ask for a meeting so I can talk to them again, because I spoke to them last week and they didn't say anything about him being like breaking things or anything like that. So I don't know why that's in the education plan. So I'm going to go back and talk to them and be like, okay, what's really going on? Because the progress report and the other things say two different things. It's called Tan the Kids Hide when he or she misbehaves. Yeah, they're not allowed to do that anymore. They're not allowed to do that anymore. So that's my little adventure with my kids' school. um, it's kind of crazy. I don't quite understand the the whole we can't put negative things on the progress report. Like, what if they don't have? What if the parents and the teachers aren't talking and the kid is being a little shitbag in class? Um, and they're not allowed to put things on the and they're not allowed to put negative things on the progress report. What are you gonna do then? That's ridiculous behavior. That's just crazy. That's kowtowing to the parents who are like, my child is an angel. He would never do anything wrong. Let me tell you, if Alex does something wrong at school, he gets in huge shit. All right. I have gotten into my Twitter DMs. We've got some news from Gunfox, and I've found a story as well, and Pinkalo sent a story. Oh my goodness, and my throat is still, I'm actually off today for once. Awesome, Gunfox. Awesome. Days off are good. Days off are always, always good. All right. FBI now classifies far-right Proud Boys as extremist group. Yeah, because they've done such extreme things, such as talking. God damn, talking? How dare you talk about stuff? That's extreme behavior. Such extreme behavior. Where is the stupid story? Come on, stupid thing. Come along, story. Stop hiding yourself. Urgh. I hate websites sometimes. Come along, come along. I just want the story, damn it. Okay, I think we have found it. Let's just get to the top here. Okay, I'm wrong. Sorry for the dead air, guys. This is this is kind of annoying. Okay, I think I found it now. Oh my god, it's jumping around. That's what's going on. The fucking website keeps refreshing on me and I can't find, like, I'll find the story and then it fucking jumps again. Wait, dead air is Van Candy on this show. How's Pincalo doing? He's doing all right. After this, I'm going to crawl back into bed and sleep until tomorrow. That sounds like a good plan. That's odd. Yes, it is odd. Most viewed across the Guardian. I don't want most viewed across the Guardian. I just want the fucking story, Guardian. Stupid thing. Let's see if going through it. Let's see if closing it and ha! I found it. I found it finally. Okay.
Link. Heading level 1. FBI now classifies far-right Proud Boys as extremist group. Documents say. Group is now designated with ties to white nationalism according to report produced by Washington law enforcement. Link. Jason Wilson. In Portland, Oregon. Link. At Jason _link. Link. Heading 41,400. Heading level 3. Shakecourt. Device Media co-founder Gavin McInnes. Center. Found.
McGinnis. Voiceover. McGinnis.
40. Device Media co-founder Gavin McInnes. Center. Founder of the far-right group Proud Boys. Is surrounded by supporters after speaking at a rally in Berkeley, California. On April. Link. Image. Device Media co-founder. Device Media. The FBI now classifies the far-right Proud Boys as an extremist group with ties to white nationalism, according to a document produced by You are currently on a text element.
Wow. Well, have they classified Antifa as a terrorist group yet? I need an ad blocker. Yeah, I know. I just need to find one that's not virus.
Link. Washington State. Law enforcement. The FBI's 2018 designation of the self-confessed Western chauvinist group as extremist has not been previously made public. You are
The
currently...
self-confessed Western chauvinist group? Nope. They have not. Well, then what the fuck, FBI? Antifa is not an extremist group, but the Proud Boys are? Fuck that. That's no. Just no.
Complimentary. 10,600. Heading level 1. Read more. Link. Who are Enda? The Proud Boys was Enda. The Proud Boys was founded by the Vice Media co-founder Gavin Mickens. Mickens has insisted that his group is not white nationalist or alt-right, but the Proud Boys have a history of link. Misogyny. You are an link. Glorifying violence. You are currently
Okay, misogyny and glorifying violence, if that's true, which what they would if it's true that that's what they do, is not far right. It's stupid, but it's not far right. They should categorize Antifa as terrorists, but they should, yeah. At the very least, an extremist group. At the most, terrorists.
The Southern Poverty Law Center, SPLC. You link lists them as a hate group. You are currently on a text
Of course they
element.
do. Again, just because I'm disagreeing with them being labeled an extremist group does not mean that I'm a fan of the Proud Boys. But they're not a freaking far right white nationalist group.
The link document also says the FBI has warned local law enforcement agencies that the Proud Boys are actively recruiting in the Pacific Northwest, and Proud Boys members have contributed to the recent escalation of violence at political rallies held on college campuses and in cities like Charlottesville, Virginia, Portland, Oregon, and Seattle, Washington.
Oh, fuck you. All of the cities that Antifa has smashed to shit, you're gonna say the Proud Boys are the ones doing it? Really? That is so transparent, it's not even funny. TLC, the LP, bleh, I can talk, I swear. The SPLC is also a, what? Let's see if I can get that spelled. A Hedegra? A Hedegra? Whatever. Voiceover is probably mispronouncing that.
Sign up for the new U.S. North.
No.
Sign up for the new sign up the report. And the FBI's warning to Southwest Washington police agencies about the Proud Boys' role in escalating violence at these events came in August, 2 months before the group was involved in an link infamous weekend of street violence in New York City and Portland, and not long after they participated in link street violence in downtown Portland on June 30th.
They weren't the fucking aggressors. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. They were not the aggressors. Hate group. A hate group. Okay. The SPLC is also a hate group. It really is.
The document provided to The Guardian by the government transparency nonprofit link property of the people was part of an internal affairs investigation into a probationary deputy in the Clark County Sheriff's Department. You are currently on it. The former Clark County deputy, Erin Willey, was fired last July after a photo of her wearing a Proud Boys girls sweatshirt was link published.
Oh my god, she was fired for wearing a sweatshirt? She was fired for wearing a sweatshirt. Holy fuck. Wow.
By the Vancouver, Washington newspaper The Columbian, the Proud Boys Girls is the female auxiliary of the men-only group founded by Mickens in 2016. The author of the document, Headquarters Commander Michael McKay, is in charge of internal affairs, training, background investigation and courthouse security in the Clark County Sheriff's Department. You are currently on it. After confirming the authenticity of the document, he told The Guardian in a telephone interview that the FBI's classification of the Proud Boys as an extremist group was revealed to him in a briefing we were given by the FBI on August 2nd, at Clark County's West Precinct. The briefing included agency heads from local law enforcement, and in it link, FBI said that they have been warning local law enforcement for a while about the Proud Boys, not just in Washington but around the nation.
You've been warning people about, oh my God, but Antifa is fine, right? Antifa is a perfectly fine group. But the Proud Boys are evil because they talk. And they are the recipients of Antifa violence, so they respond. That's the important part. They respond with a counter thing that's still not as bad.
The briefing, including the Proud Boys, was delivered by an FBI analyst, according to information forwarded to The Guardian by McKay. It touched on topics including how the FBI tracks hate/extremist groups, brief history of these groups in the Pacific NW, a description of currently active groups with a focus on the Portland/Vancouver area, and current trends or concerns over law enforcement officers/employees' involvement with these groups. You are currently...
Wow. But what if you have police officers that are involved in Antifa? What are you going to do about that? Antifa are cruel to
Adobe Flash Player installed.
Shut up! Nobody cares about Adobe Flash Player. Well, let's not pretend that the Proud Boys aren't super gay. Well, I didn't say I liked the Proud Boys, but they are not a fucking hate group. Is Gavin a giant mo? Gavin's a moron. But I don't. The Proud Boys have every right to fucking do what they're doing. They talk. They do not go around setting shit on fire, chanting fucking fuck the police, pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. They don't fucking pull that shit. They are not a fucking extremist group. Oh, excuse me, guys.
Street fighting in Portland, Oregon, with men in Proud Boys uniform to the fore on June 30th. Photograph, John Rudolph/Zipit link, image, link, face link, end of, street tip, vertical scroll bar, link, the far right. Heading level 1. FBI now classifies far-right Proud Boys as extremist group. The group is now designated with ties to white nationalism according to report produced by Washington Law Enforcement. Link, Jason will in Portland.
Okay, so I think that's the end of the story. It's gone up to the top of the thing again. But seriously, ties to white nationalism, like extreme group, come on. Now I want bacon for some reason. But see, I don't even want to call the Proud Boys evil, because I don't... This is a sexist article. There's no mention of Tara. Now I want pigs in a blanket wrapped in bacon. Oh, God. Okay, let's get to the next story. Red alert after Guatemala volcano erupts, 200 flee. Ooh, a volcano. Dogs are dry, so wrap them in bacon. Nice, cryptic. Here, heading. Where are you? Aha! All right, here we go.
November 9th, heading level 1. Red alert after Guatemala volcano erupts again. 200 flee. FB. Twitter tweet button. G. Frick link. In share. Copyright sign AFP. Copyright end of Guatemala City. AFP. Guatemalan authorities on Monday declared a red alert after the Fuego volcano erupted again, forcing about 200 residents to flee. You are currently...
What an original name for a volcano. The Fuego volcano, or fire volcano.
Link. In share.
Oh, stop that.
Copyright sign AF. End of. Guatemalan authorities on Monday declared a fiery glow rose from the crater of Fuego, which is erupting for the 5th time this year, 1 month after the last one and following a June 3rd rain of rocks, ash and toxic gases that left almost 200 people dead and 235 missing.
God damn. Volcanoes everywhere are going crazy. We had Hawaii fucking going nuts over the summer. This is the 5th time this volcano's been going off. That's craziness. That's some craziness.
A spokesman for Guatemala's disaster management agency, CONARD, David De Leon, said 214 residents who live on the slopes of Fuego, mostly in the southern municipality of Esquindla, were moved to safe zones and more will follow.
Question. Why are you living on the slopes of an active volcano? Just nothing to see here. It's a third world nation. Seriously, why would you live on the slopes of an active volcano? That doesn't compute with me.
He said about 2,000 people in total have been asked to leave the area of the 3,763 meter, 12,246 foot volcano, 35 kilometers, 22 miles from Guatemala City.
Damn, that's a big volcano.
Since the eruption began Sunday morning, lava rises 500 meters above Fugo's crater, while the ash column exceeds 1 kilometer above the volcanic cone and is causing a rain of particles, the Institute of Volcanology said. The previous eruption lasted from October 12, 13 with loud booms and lava flow. It caused the evacuation of 62 people and closed a highway. You are currently on a copyright sign 2008.
Wow.
Link.
Is that the end?
Where's link? Big Brother is watching.
Yep, that's the end. So big volcano going boom. Is it a super volcano? Oh shit. Interesting. I did not know it was a super volcano. Interesting. Why do people live in California where fire destroys everything? Why live in Tornado Alley? Why live on the coast where hurricanes just tear everything up? Yeah, that's a good question. That's true. Anywhere you live is gonna have problems. Oh my goodness, stop yawning. With Facebook under siege. Okay, this is another one that Gunfox sent. I live in Louisiana, says Jacob. Nah, if it blows, at least it'll go big. And this is from the infamous Wall Street Journal. And here we go.
Heading level 1. With Facebook at war, Zuckerberg adopts more aggressive style. Heading level 2. New approach causes turmoil, driving several key executives from the company and creating tensions with longtime Chief Operating Officer Sheryl Sandberg. You are currently on a close image. Link. Mark link. By Deepa C. Thurman. Clip updated November 19th. Mark Zuckerberg gathered about 50 of his top lieutenants earlier this year and told them that. Link. Facebook. Inc. Link. FB plus 0. Was at war and he planned to lead the company accordingly.
Facebook. He actually told his people that Facebook was at war. Yeah, hurricanes are a normal thing at this point, says Jacob Navo.
During times of peace, executives can move more slowly and ensure that everybody is on board with key decisions, he said during the June meeting, according to people familiar with the remarks. But with Facebook under siege from lawmakers, investors, and angry users, he needed to act more decisively, the people said. You are
well, maybe you should stop running your fucking platform like a gulag and users won't be so angry with you.
Mr. Zuckerberg's new approach is causing unprecedented turmoil at Facebook, driving several key executives from the company, according to people familiar with the matter. At times, it has created tensions with his longtime Chief Operating Officer, Sheryl Sandberg. The June meeting and strains with Ms. Sandberg haven't been previously reported. You are current. The 34-year-old CEO believes Facebook didn't move quickly enough at key moments this year and increasingly is pressing senior executives to make progress faster on resolving problems such as link, slowing user growth. You are current and securing the platform, said people familiar with the matter. Mr. Zuckerberg also at times has expressed frustration at how the company managed the waves of criticism it faced this year. You are on Friday. That tension was on display when, during a question and answer session with employees at Facebook's headquarters in Menlo Park, Calif, he blasted a fresh round of critical news coverage as bullshit, according to the people familiar with the remarks. You are currently on a text up.
Well, he's not doing, like, he's the one who's doing this. He's the one who's running Facebook into the ground. He's the one who's in charge of it. Oh. I'm apparently going to, my phone has just told me to, let's check Streamlabs for a moment here. So yeah, Mark Zuckerberg he's the one who's responsible for his company going to shit. And why? Gotta love the narcissism. Gotta love the narcissism here. Things are going wrong. We're at war. I'm just gonna do things arbitrarily. The really nice restaurants in the. My Jew senses are tingling. Wait, Facebook is run by Jews. Oh, oof. Gunfox says, when I was there September 2005 to January 2006, we were there as part of the life-saving operations. Oh, wow. It was basically wiped off the map. Wow, that's Katrina was huge and destructive. $50. Holy moly, thank you so much. Let's see. Who is it from? It is from Boatman. Here's some gold pressed latinum to spend at Quark's bar. Smiley face. Oh, thank you very much, Boatman. Thank you very much, Boatman. Awesome. Now, let's see here. So securing the platform, huh? Well, maybe if you stopped updating your apps every fucking day, security wouldn't be an issue.
One employee of the session asked if Facebook could deter leaks by publishing an internal report about how frequently offenders are found and fired. Mr. Zuckerberg said Facebook does fire leakers, but the root cause was bad morale perpetuated by attacks in the media. You are currently on Zuckerberg Through Time, how Facebook's message has changed. Zuckerberg Through Time, how Facebook's message has changed. Image. What exactly is Facebook? It depends on when you asked Mark Zuckerberg. To see how Facebook became an election influencing player, we dug into the archives and looked at the company's changing view of itself. Photo illustration. Heather Seibel. Mr. Zuckerberg, who previously set annual goals such as to learn Mandarin and read 25 books, said this year he would focus on fixing Facebook. He believes this tougher management style is necessary to tackle challenges being raised both internally and externally, according to a person familiar with his thinking. You are
a person familiar with his thinking. Oh shit! Are we talking about the volcano, Gunfox? If it goes total level 7 event, it will the U.S. will be unlivable and most of Canada will be unlivable. Is that the volcano in Guatemala we're talking about, or are we talking about Yellowstone? Random people, they have the best thinking, isn't that right? Yellowstone, okay. Okay. Yeah, if Yellowstone goes, we're fucked.
Mr. Zuckerberg's new posture could trouble those who feel his move fast. Break things mantra from Facebook's early days contributed to many of the company's current problems. It also has led to confrontations with some of his top reports, including Ms. Sandberg, who has long had considerable autonomy over the Facebook teams that control communications and policy. This spring, Mr. Zuckerberg told Ms. Sandberg, 49, that he blamed her and her teams for the public fallout over Cambridge Analytica, the research firm that you are currently on link inappropriately accessed private data on Facebook users and used it for political research. According to people familiar with the exchange, you are currently...
You are the fucking CEO and founder. And what is with this, according to people familiar with his thinking, according to people familiar with the change, according to source? You are like worse than CNN for this, Wall Street Journal. Holy fuck. It's a goat man. Hello, goat man. Oh no, can we save Mississauga? Someone please save Mississauga. Screw Mississauga.
Sheryl Sandberg, Facebook's chief operating officer, told friends she wondered whether her job might be at risk from the fallout to the Cambridge Analytica scandal. Image. Ms. Sandberg later confided in friends that the exchange rattled her, and she wondered if she should be worried about her job. Mr. Zuckerberg also has told Ms. Sandberg she should have been more aggressive in allocating resources to review troublesome content on the site, said one person familiar with the matter. A problem that...
Oh my god! What the fuck? Do you people have any sort of... this is just a rumor story. According to telepaths. Yes, exactly. Like, CNN has better sources than you, and they freaking... they don't put in according to They don't throw the source thing in there every sentence. Even I can't believe I'm comparing you to CNN, and CNN is the better publication at this point. What happened to the Wall Street Journal? Seriously, what happened to the Wall Street Journal? It's not a show without Goatman and Shed. Exactly. That's wow.
Mr. Zuckerberg is pleased with the improvement in recent months, according to people familiar with the matter, and last week told reporters that Ms. Sandberg is a very important partner to me, and continues to be, and will continue to be. You are currently on a text element inside of web content. To exit this web area, press Control, Option, Shift, up arrow.
Every sentence has had, according to people familiar with the matter, according to people familiar with his thinking. Wasn't Kevin Johnson running for mayor in Mississauga? I'm not sure. Okay.
Mr. Zuckerberg had privately told executives that some of the reaction to the Cambridge Analytica controversy amounted to hysteria and complained Facebook wasn't effectively managing the response. Mr. Zuckerberg doesn't remember using the word hysteria regarding Cambridge Analytica, said a person familiar with his thinking, adding that he takes these issues seriously and that Facebook has spent billions on safety and security to address these problems. You are currently on a text element inside of web content. To exit this web area, press Control up.
I think I broke blind today. Oops. Yeah, Gunfox, you sure know where to find them, don't you? You have found a paper published by Telepaths, apparently.
The heads of some other key Facebook units didn't survive conflicts with Mr. Zuckerberg. Mr. Zuckerberg clashed with the co-founders of Instagram, the fast-growing photo-sharing app, over his desire to share location data on Instagram users with the main Facebook platform, which would help better target ads, said people familiar with the matter, the founders, who strongly opposed sharing the data.
Here we go with the people familiar with the matter again.
Link abruptly resigned in September, and Instagram started testing the change shortly after they left, the people said. You are currently...
The people said.
A Facebook spokeswoman said the company will update users if it decides to officially roll out changes to its Location history settings.
Location? Really, voiceover? Location? What is a location? Is that like the Migration? Is it a different kind of robot? Like the Migration yesterday, the Migration bot? Is this a Location bot? Stupid voiceover. Oh, I can find great gems, and yeah, Vamp won't read most of the news links I give her because they will make her lose her mind. That's true. Is it like a vendor unit? Maybe, Jacob. Is it like maybe it's like a vendor unit. It could be like a vendor unit.
The co-founders of WhatsApp. Link. Likewise left after disagreements with Mr. Zuckerberg over how to generate more revenue from the messaging service. People familiar with the matter said. More recently, Mr. Zuckerberg forced out Brendan Iright. You are currently at Link, co-founder of Oculus VR. In part because of a disagreement about the future of the Oculus Rift virtual reality headset, the people said. Facebook and Mr. Iright said his decision to leave in October was mutual.
Wow, so he's just fucking pushing people out left, right, and center. He's pulling a Walmart. And these people familiar with the matter, they sure know a lot. They sure know a lot. This is people familiar with the matter. This is like the laziest writing ever. And it's like they're paid for word by it's like they're paid by the word because they're taking the longest way around to say sources. It's like, huh. Like seriously, it's a little bit crazy that the way that they're saying people familiar with the matter, people familiar, like it's wow. Slightly wordy. What does this one say? Oh yeah, so have you guys heard about what happened at St. Michael's College in Toronto? Hey, Sir Adamantine. So yeah, did any of you hear about what happened at St. Michael's College in Toronto? It's been all over Twitter and the news, and I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but oh my goodness, still have that damn cough. So here we have it's called Events at St. Michael's College. This is from CBC. All right. Okay, here we go.
Timeline. Heading level 1. Events at St. Michael's College School. You are heading level 3. Facebook. Heading level 3. Link heading level 2. 6 boys arrested and charged in connection with alleged sexual assault. The Canadian Press Middle Dot. Posted. St. Michael's College School in Toronto is at the St. Michael's College School in Toronto is at the center of an unfolding scandal after a series of alleged assaults and sexual assaults involving students came to light last week. Frank Gunn / the Canadian Press. Here's a timeline of events at link St. Michael's College School. Based on information provided by the school and Toronto Police. You are heading level 2. Monday, November 12th. Video surface. In the morning, school administrators receive a video of a hazing incident, which police sources say involved members of the basketball team bullying a student in the washroom and soaking him with water. You are currently on it.
Bullying him. So this was all about a hazing. Yeah, this is a hazing thing.
The school launches an internal investigation and interviews the students involved and their parents. List 1 item. Bullet. End of list 1 item. Bullet. End of list. The school contacts police to seek advice on how to handle the incident. Police advise that if the alleged victim thinks it was an assault, he should report it to police. You are in the evening. The administration receives a video of a second incident, which police sources say involved a group of students on the football team pinning down another student in a locker room and allegedly sexually assaulting him with a broom handle.
Jesus Christ. That's soaking him with water. The horror. Yeah, the first video probably wasn't as bad. But sodomizing somebody with a broom handle is slightly more horrible.
Heading level 2, Tuesday, November 13th. 4 students expelled. The school investigates both incidents, identifies and interviews all students involved and their parents. 4 students allegedly involved in the hazing incident are expelled. You are currently on a text element. Heading level 2. Wednesday, November 14th. Police investigation begins. The school continues its internal investigation and expels 4 students and suspends another one in connection with the locker room incident. You are currently on a text element.
So they
The school continues its internal investigation and expels 4 students and suspends another one in connection with the locker room incident.
So we're up to 8 students expelled. The broad end of the broom, the handle. It was the handle, Goatman.
Toronto police received media inquiries about a video of an alleged sexual assault at St. Michael's circulating on social media.
It was put out on social media? Jesus Christ.
Police sent an officer to the school. Prior to the officer's arrival, police received word from the media regarding the expulsions of students related to an alleged sexual assault involving an object. You list one item. Bullet. End of list. List one item. Bullet. End of list. The officer meets with the principal, who hands over the video of the alleged sexual assault. Police announced they have launched an investigation into an alleged sexual assault. Police announced the video meets the definition of child pornography and advise it should be deleted immediately.
Wow. It was filmed by the students, Turk. Yeah, it was, I think the students filmed it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was filmed by the students and not by a security camera.
The school emails parents and issues a statement saying it notified police about both incidents on Monday. Heading level 2. Thursday, November 15th. Video of third incident surfaces. Police dispute the school's claim that the administration contacted police about the alleged sexual assault on Monday. The school is made aware of the third incident captured on video and notifies police, which later said it also involved an alleged sexual assault. The school sends another email to parents about the incidents and the expulsions. You are currently heading level 2. Friday, November 16th. Info session held for parents. The school holds 2 information sessions for parents regarding the incidents. Parents file into a meeting at St. Michael's College School on Friday. Farah Merrily/C. Heading level 2. Sunday, November 18th. Video of 4th incident reported to police.
Jesus Christ! 4th? They plan to release the video on Pornhub. Oh, God. What the fuck, says Beth Castleman. Yeah, this is fucked up. Like, I actually didn't look into this before today. I knew it had happened, but I didn't know the depth. Hi, Jean-Pierre. We're reading about the stuff going on at St. Michael's right now, if you've heard of it.
Principal Greg Reeves says in a series of media interviews that the school has reported a 4th incident captured on video to police. Reeves admits he didn't report the alleged sexual assault to police on Monday because the victim had not yet informed his parents about the incident. You are current.
So? You're a mandated fucking reporter, you asshole. You're supposed to do it regardless. You're a fucking mandated reporter. It doesn't matter whether he's told his parents or not. You're supposed to report this shit. Off to work I go. Don't drink too much bleach. Oh, I promise, Goatman. Have a good day at work.
Metro Morning. Principal of St. Michael's College School speaks about alleged sexual assault. Listen, button. You are currently on a button. Value indicator. 0 share. Buffer progress. End of. Playback. End of. 0. The principal of St. Michael's College School, Greg Reeves, is now talking as police continue to investigate allegations of sexual assault. 11:08. Heading level 2. Monday, November 19th. 6 boys arrested and charged.
Okay, so they've arrested 6 boys and charged them. So that was as of yesterday. Yeah, no. Fucking
You are currently
somebody
on-
with a broom handle is not something that happens everywhere. Sorry. That's not. St. Michael's is a Catholic school, yes. A Catholic private school. So it's not only a Catholic school, but it's a private Catholic school. So people are paying to go here. So yeah, no, it.
Police say 6 boys have been arrested in connection with the alleged sexual assault at St. Michael's. 5 of them turned themselves in. A 6th one was arrested on the way to school.
Yeah, 5 of them had parents with actual freaking morals and whose parents probably were like, you are gonna fucking turn yourselves in or I'm gonna drag your asses there. More news in the Discord for you to pick from and choose because I sadly will be at work tomorrow. Okay, Gunfox. Thank you. I thought it was a hospital. St. Michael's. No, it's a private Catholic school out of Toronto. I'm sure there is a St. Michael's hospital somewhere. But this particular one is a private Catholic school.
Police say they're investigating 3 additional incidents, including one involving an alleged sexual assault. They warn the ongoing investigation could lead to more charges. The accused, 2 aged 14 and 4 aged 15, appear in a youth court and are granted bail. They will return to court on December 19th.
Jesus Christ, 14 and 15? What the fuck? Hazing is hazing. It's tradition. Yeah, in the school we went to, there were stories of freshmen putting pine cones in their butt. Yeah, freshmen doing it to themselves. Like, yeah, they were probably told to do it, but they were doing it themselves. That is much different than being pinned down and doing that. Or purge the prophet. Saint Michael is the patron saint of cops, says Jacob. How come CNN is not talking about this? I don't know. Probably because it's a Canadian thing.
A sketch shows 2 of the students accused of sexual assault sitting in court on Monday. All 6 accused were granted bail and will return to court on December 19th. Pam Davis /CBC. Link. CB.
They were all granted bail. Wow. No, this is pretty fucked. Bad people were forced to do the pine cone thing. Come on, be honest. Oh my goodness.
Link. About CBC. Link. Report.
Oh, and that's the end of the timeline. But yeah, they shouldn't have been granted bail. They should have been sent to frickin' youth detention. I just think this story I was never involved. I just think this story sounds worse than it is. Well, if there's video, I'm pretty sure that the media has seen the video. Oh, really? Now you want out? Hey, cat. There you go. Now, I'm pretty sure the media has seen this video, and I'm pretty sure that, like, being sodomized with a broom handle, God won't forgive them, says Jean Pierre. Well, yeah, if they're Catholic people, they've done some, they did some bad things. Let's see. Where's the other thing that I had? Darn cat's always getting in the way, says Cracked. Yeah. Oh, come on, you stupid thing. Okay. Here we go.
Heading level 1. Care charges are driving disabled people into debt, says report. Link, bot link on, November 15th to November 15th, 2018. End of, no, link, collapse, open/close. Charging disabled people for their care and support is driving many of them into debt and forcing them to cut their spending on food or heating, according to new research by a network of disabled people's organizations and their allies. You are currently on a text element inside of.
Well, how many Our Fathers is this one? Yeah, I know, right? How many rosaries do you, how many prayers of the rosary do you have to recite? So I think this is the last story I'll read because my throat is going out again because I still have that damn cough. And I didn't have time to eat before the stream, so I am hungry as fuck.
Link, the study by the Independent Living Strategy Group, ILSG, found that 4 in 10, 41% of those responding to a survey had experienced a substantial increase in charges over the last couple of years. Nearly half, 43%, had to cut back on their spending on food to pay for care. You are currently on it.
Now that sucks, because obviously you can't expect PSWs to work for free. But also, disabled people generally live on a pension, so it's harder, like they don't really have that much money to spend. So that's a hard one to figure out who should be absorbing the cost for the care workers. Should it be an allotted number put into the pension that you get a month? Should you have to apply for an extra subsidy? That's a hard one to figure out.
And 2/5 of respondents, 40%, said they had to cut back on heating costs to pay for care and support. You are currently on it.
That sucks.
The study concludes that charging for the support disabled people need to go about their daily lives is unfair, counterproductive, and undermines the primary purpose of the care and support system.
I wonder where this is from. I wonder if this is out of the UK or something, because that's an interesting statistic.
The effect of charging, it says, is often to drive disabled people into care poverty and to create confusion, stress, and complexity in an already overly burdened bureaucratic system through what is effectively an unhelpful and unnecessary tax on disability and old age.
Okay, now that's a little tinfoil hat. To say that it's deliberately to put us into care poverty, that's a little bit tinfoil hat, because why, like, what would be the point in creating burdens on the system and burdens on society? What would be the point in that? I just think it's an antiquated system that needs some looking at. I don't think that, see, this is the problem with a lot of disability groups, is they tend to push this the able-bodied people are out to get us narrative, when really that's not the case. The majority of people who are able-bodied just want to help. They just don't know how. And to perpetuate this whole people who are able-bodied want to see us stamped down and in poverty is honestly kind of a perpetual victim complex, because there are ways, like, you could get into business for yourself. You could there are many ways you could make your own money and help pay for your own care, as well as being supplemented by your disability pension. And to say that able-bodied people just want us in perpetual poverty and to not want us to have access to care is a very, that's very crazy. I'm out to get disabled people, and I speak for all abled peoples. Life isn't fair, never has been. Adapt and overcome. That's what humans do. Animals, apes, and nature don't complain like this. No, they don't. They really don't. Oh, excuse me.
The study analyzed the results of an online survey of more than 600 disabled people who had received a community care assessment and freedom of information responses from all 152 English local authorities with social care responsibilities.
Okay, so this is out of the UK, and it was only 600 people. That's not a good group. That's not a good pool to draw from. That's barely anything.
All but one of the local authorities, Hammersmith and Fulham, imposed charges on some of their service users. The study heard from one disabled person who benefited from Hammersmith and Fulham's no charging policy, who said, "Social care is a human right. It's an essential service like education or the NHS."
No, it's not. Sorry. Social care is not a human right. It's awesome to have it, but it's not a human right. That's communist. And it's not a human right to have free health care either.
It's not ethical to charge for it. In effect, it's an extra tax. You are currently...
It's not. But somebody has to pay the PSWs. You can't expect PSWs to work for free. Like, seriously, you cannot expect PSWs and nurses to work for free. Someone has to pay them. Somebody has to pay them. You cannot just have them work for free. Now, is it morally right and economically feasible for disabled people to pay for their carers? Generally, no. So should there be a reform to the system to figure out a way of at least subsidizing these costs? Yes. Is it a human right that this be done? Unfortunately not. It's you just have to be real with that.
Charging for care, says the study, only raises modest sums of money, about 12% of spending on care and support, but has a profound impact on the individual, with an average charge per year of more than 2,000 British pounds, 2,243 British pounds. Baroness Jane Campbell, pictured, who chairs ILSG, said, support provided under the CARE Act is meant to improve the well-being and independence of disabled people. You are currently on by charging many for that support. The system is making a mockery of the spirit of the legislation and causing worry, stress, and poverty. You are currently...
Like I said, it's not a good system, but it's not like making. You guys are acting like like this is put into place specifically to squash disabled people. And that's just not how that's not it. It makes no sense to purposely keep disabled people in poverty. And it's very conspiracy theory of you to think that that's what's going on.
Charging raises a relatively small sum of money, which is pushing up costs elsewhere. The financial impact of personal care neglect, such as pressure sores, kidney infections, or falls, as well as stress-related illnesses, means finding extra resources for the NHS. The group called on the government to scrap all charges. You are currently on a text element, but if it refused to do that, ILSG said, it should introduce other measures to mitigate against the worst effects of charging. These should include monitoring the number of people who decline or decide to stop receiving council-funded support after a charge is imposed or increased. You are currently on a text element. Only 17 of the 152 councils said they knew how many people had declined or abandoned social care packages they had been assessed as needing once they were told how much they would have to pay. All councils should also carry out an equality impact assessment of their charging policies, said the group. And it said that all councils should introduce an early warning system to identify people getting into charges-related debt, introduce a breathing space before any debt collection action is taken, and provide access to support to manage such debts. You are currently on a text element.
Or figure out how to provide a subsidy for these things. You don't understand. We're evil. The unrealistic list of human rights keeps getting longer. Yep. It sure does.
Subot, Deputy Chief Executive of. You are currently on a text element inside of web content. Link. Disability Rights UK. One of ILSG's members said, if councils are to persist in this iniquitous tax on disability, they must at least reintroduce some consistency and clarity to their approach. You are correct.
Yes. I'm not saying this system is good at all. I think it's a bad system. I don't think it's helpful to charge people for their care. I oppressed like 15 people before breakfast. Oh, good for you. We are all the minions of Satan Claus. Oh, 50 people. Oh, even better. Oh my goodness.
The many councils that have failed to conduct an equality impact assessment and to monitor the numbers of disabled people driven out of the care system by charging must also get their act together. The government is expected to publish its long-awaited green paper on adult social care funding within weeks. The Independent Living Strategy Group has been working on protecting and promoting disabled people's rights to independent living in England since 2013. Its members include disabled people who were part of the independent living movement during the 1970s and in later years, as well as younger activists, other individuals and organizations concerned with independent living. You are currently on a note from the editor.
Okay.
Please consider making a voluntary financial contribution to support the work of DNS and allow it to...
Okay, so basically these people are saying that this story is these people in this story are saying that these people are keeping disabled people in poverty on purpose. And that's not cool. That's not. Haven't these people heard of the ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act? I think this is the UK. So yeah, why don't they put in something like that? Damn, Turk, that's more productive than the US military. It's a British story, yeah. But they could implement something like the ADA. like if they did have something like the Americans with Disabilities Act, that this could be covered under that. NHS is UK, yeah. Oh my goodness, guys, my throat is fucking killing me, and I'm gonna have to, because that's the end of that news story. But I'm gonna wrap it up here, I think, because I need to go and eat and rest my voice. But there's lots of news for tomorrow's story. Tomorrow's coffee stream. Too bad Gunfox won't be here for it. But we've got lots of news in the Discord. I will keep looking up disability news because I like to react to that as well. We will. I think I'm gonna ask Pinkolo to do some editing on the weekend because it's really hard to do it during the week. But I do have audio recorded for 2 videos, a public service announcement and a longer video. The NHS should be called the National Death Care System. At Blind Press, yeah, you need to sleep a bit as well. Yeah, I do. Is it weird I find myself agreeing with Gunfox more and more? Well, considering that you guys had it out pretty bad, since you guys had it out pretty bad on my immigration debate, now it's kind of interesting. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. I'm gonna go before I keep coughing in your guys' ear. But I will be back tomorrow with lots of news, and thank you so much for the donations today, and the likes and the shares and the interactions in chat. I hope everyone has a great day, and for those of you who are at work, I hope you have a good day at work. And we will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern for another installment of the coffee stream. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you tomorrow.